Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mayday Media. Got a little news report on the Steam machine price. It's been reportedly leaked. I mean, it looks like it might be doable as the price if it stays this way. Especially, again, I got out of playing video games like around PlayStation 2 era, and I've been wanting to kind of get back into them. This kind of came out around the time I was looking, although I think I'm just going to get a machine that plays the older games, like a console, whatever you call it, and do that. But the problem I have with my computer I got now, when I got Valve, my Steam system on, is that I can't, minimize my window. I can't stop my gameplay and then go back to watching YouTube or whatever. On this computer I'm on now, I had Steam on it, and I could do that with this computer. It allowed me to do that type of activity. This is, like I said, an 8th gen i5. The one I got is a i5 3rd gen, and I'm pretty sure that has something to do with it. But if this Steam machine does that, I'm still able to operate, my OS and have that. I mean, it's going to be great for me, for what I need, because I need something, that one unit that I can play video games, pause it, minimize it, go to my YouTube, go to my BitChute, watch a movie if I want, whatever. I'm kind of looking for something like that, and it's looking like this Valve might be that. But let's go ahead and read into this here. The Steam machine price has potentially been leaked by a well-known hardware insider, and it's not going to be cheap if this leak is accurate. Last year, Valve announced the Steam machine in 2026. At the time, there was no word of a precise release date or a price point. And this has not changed. Valve has not revealed either of these salient details, but the expectation is with the former is not going to be cheap due to production restraints, global shipping issues, component shortages, and recent massive destruction of the oil market, and generally runaway inflation, a new report confirmed. The good news is that the Steam machine unofficially is not going to cost an arm and a leg like most PC hardware right now. Whether it is because most costs are already accounted for by and baked into the supply, we don't know. But it's reported that the machine will be between $600 and $650. For the sake of comparison, this is more than a PS5, but less than a PS5 Pro, and of course newer hardware than both. It's newer hardware, but it's less hardware than the PS5. I think it's the Pro that's got the, I can't remember which one's which, but I mean it's about half of what the PS5 is. Now that chip in it might help it. It's going to be optimized for Steam, so things should run really well on it. And for me, like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some. I don't need the super high games that in 4K video. I just don't need that. I just need something I can play some video games on, and they've got it set up to where it does that. The question is, will it hold up for the next 5 years with all the AI trash that they're getting ready to start throwing into this shit? And I don't think it will. And I don't think you can even upgrade this damn thing. I think isn't everything built into the motherboard? You can't change RAM or nothing. The new report comes specifically from hardware insiders Moore's Law is Dead, who notes that recent sharp increases in the price of memory and shortage components are contributing to the console costing more than originally anticipated. And don't forget, this console is supposed to be out already by now. It's supposed to be out by the first quarter, if I remember right. And still, we don't even really have a price for it. The first Steam machine, which many forget about because it was a massive flop, was priced at $449, with prices rising for better versions. In 2026, $449 for a novel niche machine is a great price, but it was pricey for what it was in 2015. Yeah, that was pretty pricey. You could probably pick up a good PlayStation for $300 back then. And it seems its successor could be in danger of facing the same issue. $600 or $650 in isolation is not a crazy price in 2026, but how much demand is there for such a product at this price point in this economy? Probably not a bullshit. There's a lot of demand for it. This could explain why Valve is being cagey with pricing information. I don't know. I mean, this is like one of the most talked about fucking things. What do you mean? How much demand is there for such a product? Who's writing this? All of that said, remember to take everything here with a grain of salt. A valve has not been drawn out for comment, and we do not expect this change to be for various reasons. If it does, though, we will update the story. See if there's any comments. No comments. I guess it's a newer story, but so there it is. Your Steam Machine prices have been reported. Like I said, I'm hoping it's going to do. I'm not going to buy the first one. I'm going to wait till they come out. I'm going to watch some people do a review of them, see what I think about them. I think a lot of people will do that. And there's been a couple YouTubers that have gotten a hold of one. I don't really know how they did it, but I can't remember who they were. I think maybe ETA Prime had one. Does that sound right? Yeah, I'm just hoping it's kind of something that I'm going to be able to do. And like I said, it would be nice to have one machine. It's got a smaller power source. It'd be perfect if I can just swap back and forth between my games and YouTube and all that stuff. That's really what I'm looking for, something like that. My other option is going to be getting a older system. What do you call it? Like a retro gaming console, and then just hook up a little mini PC, and then use my remote control to switch back and forth between, which AV I want, which output is coming to. That's a second option. Now, with that option, I can get a pretty nice little game console for $100. That seems to work, maybe a little more, and then I can get a pretty decent little small slimline PC. Those little like a MacBook or something, but not Mac. I can get one of those for $250, $300, and it'll run my TV perfect. So for $400, I've got something that I can use daily and works right. But you know what? I'd almost rather just have it all in one unit. You know what I mean? It just makes it just that much easier. Less mess, less wires to run, less power cables, less plug-ins, all that shit. Anywho, I don't know. Like and subscribe, comment. Help me out a little bit, guys. I'm dying here, man.